Hey guys, it's me, Tam here, and I'm back again finally with another custom LEGO Star Wars set review. It's been a while. It's been a long while. It's January of 2023. Last video I recorded was over the summer actually, of 2022. So yeah, this is what I worked on throughout my entire Christmas break. It is an Andor theme set, and it is Luthen's Fondor Haulcraft. As you can see here, it is meant to be, play scale, kind of, and it's I did a lot of work on it, and it's actually, I'm really proud of it. It doesn't have all the features I would have liked, but it has features that I'm impressed that I managed to get, and it's got some figures. Figures right here, I have Andor, and he just uses Han Solo's train heist torso and legs, the Sirius black hair, and the Andor face. Then we got Saw Gerrera, who uses Lando's Solo movie head and hair, Biston's torso, Freemaker legs, and then we got Dead Ramiro, who uses Krennic's torso and cape, a Sith Eternal hat because I don't have an Imperial black hat, the officer's face from the TIE Fighter, I want to say, the First Order TIE Fighter, and then also the sushi chef legs. And then we've got two smaller side builds. We got Luthen's speeder, which is very kind of cobbled together. It's better than my original one that I made before this, because that one was even more cobbled together. And yeah, you can see it's small. It's not perfect. Then we also have Luthen, who he does have his cane. Here's the handle of it because it does fold up. And then in the Haulcraft there is some storage space for the stick because it does, like I said, yeah, it folds up. And he uses Karuk or Apple-like Ren's torso and legs. He uses a small Mandalorian cape, Han Solo's face, and then Tobias Beckett's hair. And I think this is Han Solo's face actually works pretty good for him. I do want to get the official Andor figures, because then we also have another figure from the official Andor set. Actually, all three characters from the actual Andor set are included, except this is a different version of Cyril Karn. He's on one of the Imperial patrol bikes that we see in the background on Ferrix. And yeah, this was in a battle pack, and it was actually pretty good in the battle pack, but this is a slightly smaller version. It's got handles, it's got the clips on either side for the figures. And then yeah, he's got his Ferrix disguise look. And actually, I did also include a hat for him, but I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, where did that go? I'd actually set aside a hat, and it is gone. Just totally gone. Somewhere. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, he had a little cap that I included with him, and I don't know where it went. So yeah, sorry about that, y'all. It's incomplete. But yeah. And then also Luthen's speeder can be stowed away inside the Haulcraft. I'll show that in a minute. But let's look at the Haulcraft. This was 4 different versions because I was trying to get the size perfect because I really wanted to use the Razor Crest cockpit piece. And so I kept accidentally making it too small until finally I did scale it right. And yeah, so actually on all the other versions I started by building the bottom and then going up, and then finally for this final version I just built the cockpit piece, the cockpit area, and then this little paneling to just scale these specifically, and then I built the rest of the ship, which that may have not been the best way of doing it, because then it's this entire front section is all finicky. It doesn't have as much interior as it could have had as I was planning on it having, because I just gave up and had to make sure that I could just make this. I really wanted the scale to be right, but I am pretty happy with the angles I got. The wings do move too. I'm pretty happy with that. See if I can get in there. So this is kind of like a standard position for them. They kind of sag, unfortunately. That's just with the weight. But they actually have like the walker joints. So they can also hinge on the tips of those. So like, you can bring them like that and that. And they're surprisingly stable. That was an important thing, obviously, to make sure they weren't going to break too easily. And yeah, they don't break. I've yet to have them break, actually, like, break off of the actual ship. And unfortunately, that does cost it a lot of stability, or a lot of interior playability space. But you can get it pretty wide. And then you can bring those down. You can do the lightsaber ship maneuver, although it doesn't have actual lasers. Another feature that I wish I managed to fit in was the shrapnel, the gravity, the tractor beam. Don't know what happened. Video randomly stopped. Yeah, another thing I wish that I managed to get was the tractor beam destroyer. But you can still get the shape right for whenever it is doing the lightsaber maneuver. And actually, you can see here I'm holding it by the nose. It is very sturdy there. Same with the back. And then the center is not as connected as I'd have liked, because I did want it to be able to be super sturdy there. But unfortunately, that did not happen because, yeah, it's just, I wanted to get in the interior. I really wanted the interior to work out. And so I decided to sacrifice some stability for more interior, because this is supposed to be a playset. So some of the angles, like I mentioned, I'm really happy with, like this side of the ship where these meet up pretty well. And then in the back there's some simple snot builds. It's very plain on the bottom, but it works out. It does still, doesn't look terrible. Let's see. This side, this strut is probably a lot weaker than this one, because this one, it does stretch all the way here. You can see this folds up and there's 2 clips in there. And you can actually, I guess I can show off the structure this way a bit. You can see some of the Technic structuring there. But then on this side, it is hollow because I did have the hallway for the cockpit to reach to the back, because I actually put the hidden room in the back rather than the front. You can see the engines here. That's pretty neat. Could have maybe been a bit more better shaped, but I worked with what I had. This panel is actually just laying there. I didn't really find a good way to attach it. It's got the turret up top, which does not fold out. Like, you can either remove it or leave it on. And then, the entire cockpit hallway is basically this entire front top thing. And then, oh, I'm breaking it. It is falling apart, kind of. It does have the boarding ramp right here. Managed to fit that in. And then it does have, I'm pretty sure that's the docking port. But it is kind of chunky at the cockpit area because it did need, I wanted it to fit the minifigure and still, because play is important with an actual official Lego set. So I sacrificed some of the shaping. The nose is pretty neatly shaped. Does have it has details, and it actually does, I forgot, it does have spring-loaded shooters on the inside of the wing. You can see here, so I can push that. And yeah, basically you just push on the tail there, and that shoots it. But yeah, so then for landed mode, you are able to fold it all the way up if you want. Joints are stiff a bit. So yeah, because it does kind of compact itself. I noticed that actually the struts also, whenever it's in its landed form, the struts do also fold into the body of the ship, like they kind of slide in. Ugh, that is very crooked. This is not as sturdy as I thought. It's at least just getting weak. Yeah, that's to be expected, but yeah, so you can see it gets pretty compact. And then actually I forgot to show y'all where Luthen's speeder goes. It actually just, it was a last minute thing. What you do is you can just lift up this panel and then slide it in. Can't even see. can lift up this panel here and just slide it in between. Actually, I did not try it with this version of the speeder. I don't know if it'll fit. That does not look like it's gonna want to fit. Okay, I bite my words. It does not work. I don't think. Maybe. Yeah, no. Okay, I lied to y'all. I'm sorry. Maybe if you split it in half along the hinge, it would fit better, but here it does not. So yeah, let's reset. Well, okay, I can open it up. So to get in, it's pretty simple. You can remove this entire section. It's actually a wrench there. And it's got a really long cockpit hallway area. And then the entrance is under here. You can't really easily access the entrance. But then for the rest of the ship, you can do this. And then there's also, I included Luthen's hairpiece for his disguise, though I did not include his figure. And I didn't mention this is his season finale look, like the outfit, but yes, you can give him that. It would probably be in gray, preferably. But I think that's a pretty good piece for it. And yeah, so that's all the interior openings that you can see here. That's his room back there. It uses the Razor Crest panels. There's a lot of Razor Crest parts in here. And then that was what the hair was on. And then there's a tiny little panel there. And then there's some clips and also 2 storage bins for like stuff for cargo. And here there's a blaster. And then in the other one is a coaxium fuel cell. Because, you know, I love to include those. Uh-oh, it broke. Okay. And then you can't actually like fit a figure. Oh yeah, I forgot, this does hinge up. This hinges up. So you can actually access a bit more of the hallway. Like you still can't really get into the actual entrance very easily. As you can see, it is still covered, but everywhere around the entrance you can get in. But there's not much purpose to that. Then towards the front, the hallway here, you can fit figures. There's more things here. These are thermal detonators, and there's like a little slide out thing for whatever, you know, just use an extra space. And then the cockpit is actually pretty detailed. It's got Luthen's blaster, and it's got a lot of panels, and it's even got like the little droid eye thing, the autopilot. It's got the chair which can actually swivel all the way. No, it cannot, but it can swivel almost all the way. But it's even got like the little handles for the firing ability. And yeah, I'm pretty proud with the shaping. But you can fit Luthen in there pretty easily, even with his cape. And then also, you know, you can stand figures along the back if you wanted. It's pretty nifty. I'm pretty proud of it. Let's put this back in here. That is not working. Okay, there we go. So you can get Luthen in there, and maybe I can get a thumbnail, because I did not get a thumbnail earlier. Yeah, I don't know the best way to fold it up and make sure that it's secure, because again, it is pretty, it's kind of flimsy. But I want to get a good thumbnail. So, yeah. How do we... I'm not really sure because the wings do get in the way. I want to be able to show off. Man. Okay. Let's bring in another platform. Sorry guys, this is probably feeling like a waste of time. It kind of is. Yeah, things are kind of difficult to work with. it's cool. Like overall, it's kind of hard to get a good picture. We'll try that. But yeah, that's about it for the video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.